The U.S. women's national team bouncing back in a big way after dropping their opening match at the Tokyo Olympics. On Saturday, they defeated New Zealand 6-1, moving to second in Group G. Rose Lavelle, Lindsey Horan, Kristen Press, and Alex Morgan accounting for the U.S. goals, with New Zealand helping the American side, adding 2 own goals. The U.S. will take on Australia on Tuesday in their third and final match of group play. For reaction, now here's 2-time Olympic gold medalist Aly Wagner.
Important results today for the U.S. women's national team as they took on New Zealand early this morning. They got the 3 points and a 6-1 victory over the side. You would say the score line looks flattering for the United States team, but it wasn't all perfect. Let's start with the positives for this side. 6 goals, 4 different goal scorers. They forced 2 own goals out of New Zealand. That's bright for the United States, including getting 2 of their strikers on the score sheet, and Alex Morgan, Kristen Press. I think overall for this U.S. team, though, there were some things that didn't go quite as planned. They conceded yet again. So that's 4 goals in 2 games that the United States has let in. And I think in some regard, you could say that Vlatko Andonovski will not be happy with the way that they did not necessarily control the game in terms of countermeasures. Yes, they outpossessed New Zealand, but at times the United States looked like they could not handle certain things that New Zealand was throwing at them. I think that's a cause for concern. Usually this team has been so strong defensively, only conceding 1 goal this calendar year heading into the Olympics. Now it's a different story. That's something that has to change. I think when you look overall at the performance of the United States, again, a little bit of a cause for concern in that probably only a handful of players had strong performances today. I'd put Alyssa Nair in that category, the goalkeeper. I put Tierna Davidson, who got her first start of the Olympics, in that category. I put Rose Lavelle there. And then Alex Morgan, Kristen Press coming in as substitutions. They were bright. They injected a lot into this game. And then, of course, Julie Ertz. This is a player that the United States has always prided itself on saying that she is probably the most important player in the squad. She is starting to find her way back into form, and that's incredibly important. She actually created one of the goals, stepping up into a channel, winning the ball, driving forward, and then providing a perfect pass over the top for Press to bring down and slot home. So look, there are some positives that came out of this, but I do still think this United States team looks a bit like a shell of itself. And if that lack of confidence that we're seeing out of certain players, Rapinoe did not have a great night, Lloyd did not have a great night, even though she did set up that first goal with her flick on. I don't think Tobin Heath had a strong performance. Dahl Kemper in the back line, another shaky game for her. So it's one of those games where you get the 3 points, you get 6 goals, those go in your confident category, but you still have issues as you head into that third group stage match against a really strong Australian side. The U.S. only needs to pick up a tie or a win in order to advance second in the group, which is, of course, important. But overall, I think this U.S. group still is missing something, and maybe it is just a slow burn for this side, and they are going to ramp up as the tournament goes on. I think that's what all of us as U.S. fans are hoping. But right now, I think they are just a little bit off the mark in terms of the confidence, the 1v1 mentality that we usually see out of them, and just the clean performance. Passes is going astray. So this is something the United States has to correct going to that third group match, because they are going to want to get confidence and momentum heading into the knockout stages.
Thank you. That's our 2-time Olympic gold medalist, Aly Wagner. Really appreciate it, Aly. Here's a look at the standings for Group G after the first 2 rounds of group play. Sweden sitting up at top with 2 wins atop the table there. USA and Australia both with 3 points, but it's the U.S. ahead based on goal differential. U.S. and Australia will kick it early Tuesday morning.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.